Hi guys, welcome to Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. We're back out again, just myself and Daz Bewley this week. Tomorrow I'm heading away on a little bit of a well-earned break with our lass, so it's just a short one tonight. We've got about a 5 or 10 minute walk back to the car, but we're in the beautiful Langdales out at Loughrigg Tarn. We're going to do a hammock camp, aren't we, mate? Absolutely. Yeah. We haven't got any bad weather forecast tonight. In fact, it's quite nice and sunny. Bit cool on the hands, which is good. But from about midnight, 1 o'clock, we are supposed to get some torrential rain. So that's why we've opted for the hammocks. So before we go any further, we'll have a quick look around and then we're just going to have a wander around the tarn and see if we can find ourselves a pitch for tonight. There's Daz. Just where that wall is, we parked just a little bit further left than that. Got a few sheep in the field. And there's our first look at Loughrigg Tarn. First time here once again. I've had a few of them recently. So I'm looking forward to having a walk around that. And we do have the rolling hills of the Langdales all around us. So we are going to head through this gate in front of us and see if we can have a nice walk around the tarn and find a pitch for the night. We are right on the water's edge now. There's quite a few people walking around. Just a few gentle ripples, but we're still getting a lovely reflection. Cracking backdrop, the Langdales always is. Look at this, fantastic. We have seen some signs up which say no camping, no fires, and don't leave any litter. So we are both well aware that we are chancing our arm on this one, and if we are asked to move on, that might be a possibility. But you know, shy boys get no sweets. It is winter time here now, and you know, we are responsible campers, so we're going to chance our arm and hopefully we'll get away with it. We're just pottering around the tarn, and Daz pointed out it's like a grave. He says as he nearly slipped on his backside in memory of John Stanley Skelton, drowned 4th of June 1960 whilst on holiday with the Cowley Boys Grammar School. Yeah, that must have been awful. Beautiful and serene here though, it really is. Barely a breath of wind, man. So there's quite a few people just pottering around. A few dog walkers and what have you. The sheep are very tame. We've got loads of sheep around here and they don't seem to bother too much, but yeah, we're just looking in there's a little hill, a couple of hills over in the distance over there that we're kind of looking at potential spots. And over there as well, but yeah, we'll just potter ourselves away around the tarn and see where we end up. I've just walked to a little outcrop into the tarn and we're just going to give you a 360. It really is beautiful here. Lovely fells in the background and all around us really. We've got a little crow on a tree. Reminds me of our pet crow at work, Russell Crow. We do also have a Cheryl crow at work, but I've not seen her for a while. Well, we've had a good walk around the tarn and it doesn't look like we're going to get pitched right on the tarn. To be fair, that's probably for the best. There's even a higher chance of us getting moved on if we pitch down there. So we're just coming out the back end of the tarn now, heading towards a little woodland, see if we can jump a fence and find ourselves a nice little discreet place to put the hammocks up. Well, it was looking a little bit doubtful whether we'd find a spot there. You know, I'm the expert, you know, I'm experienced, but 99 times out of 100 checking Google Maps and I've usually been pretty bang on. But, you know, there's always an advantage to go and recceing a spot out in person first. I'm sure Daz will agree with us on that one. But it looks like we have found ourselves a cheeky wee nook to get our hammocks up. So I'll give you a little look around, and then we are starting to lose the light a little bit. Time we are, it is 5 to 3. So yeah, we've probably got about an hour and a half light at most left. So we'll have a little bit of a look around, and then we'll get set up. Just over the brow of that hill there, or heap I should say maybe, is the tarn. So we climb up there in a minute, we'll have a look. But we've got ourselves a lovely little woodland. Daz, he's going to get himself between that tree and that tree there. We are very kind of shaded here as well. I'm going to go between that tree there and the tree by my rucksack. We are supposed to get some wind, but as you can see behind us, we've got a wall and a big hill. We're in a bit of a dip to my right and also to my left, and in front of us is the only way the wind can come in, but in the distance obviously we've got the mountains as well, so we should be fairly covered. And as I said before, just over this heap hill, whatever it is, you can just and so see the tarn through the trees. So both myself and Daz are pretty happy with this one, I reckon. Yeah, proper happy with that. So set up time, then it's beer o'clock. Well, myself and Daz really have pulled it out of the bag finding this little spot. It's an absolute cracker. It really is. We've got a nice little flat spot here that we're going to use for sitting out. Like I say, we're not due any rain tonight. So we're going to sit out and have our tea right here. So it's going to be brilliant, I reckon. Let's have a little bit of a look at the setups. There we have my chair already set up, and this is the area that we're going to be using as a cooking area stroke beer o'clock area, I reckon. I'm just looking down on where we're set up. A little bit tight, but absolutely bang on. We're both in the DD 4x4 multicam. Daz is in his DD frontline XL with a Snugpak under blanket, which is working for him extremely well. And I'm back out in the Snugpak hammock with the cocoon. We are due a considerable dip in temperatures overnight, possibly even into freezing. So I have brought my Leviathan with us just in case. Tactical Duck's feeling a little bit under the weather tonight. You'll all be very sad to hear. So he's just in the Leviathan, keeping nice and warm. If you know, you know. I've got my old tarp down just to stop the moisture wicking up for my rucksack. Few beers in the dry bag there. Got my jet boil. We've got Idahoan perfect cheddar cheese mash tonight, and I've got some Cumberland sausage which I'm going to be cooking. I've also brought my hat and my snood as well. Yeah, two cracking setups in a lovely little location. Honestly, we did think at one point that we weren't going to find anywhere, but we persevered and here we are. So my phone battery's a little bit low, we're down to 20%, so myself and Daz are just going to go and have a little bit of a chill and have our first beer, and then it'll be food time, so we shall see you then. Well, it's definitely food time, guys. Myself and Daz have been sat here, we've had a couple of beers and just chatted away nicely. So let's have a look at what's for tea tonight. As you can see, my Cumberland sausage is cooking away nicely there. That's probably going to take about 20 minutes, half an hour. And then it'll just be a case of quickly boiling up some water for the mashed potato, Idaho mash. And what you having, Daz?
I'm having some Bombay potato with some coconut rice. I'm just about to add in a bit of chicken.
Bit of chicken as well. Nice, mate. So yeah, as you can see, it is pretty dark here now, even though I've got the head torch on. You can just and so see our tarps. But if I spin you around without the head torch, it's that beautiful kind of dusk light. Really is lovely here. We've totally landed on our feet finding this spot. So what we're going to do is you're just going to let this bubble away nicely now, and we'll bring you back when it is food time. Well, as you can see, food is ready. I'm really looking forward to this. Some of my sausage kind of disintegrated in the pan, so I've mixed that in with the mash. But yeah, really looking forward to this, so let's see what it tastes like. I've been looking forward to this. Cumberland sausage with a bit of mashed potato mixed in with it. You get the drill. So good. So good.
Here comes Daz's aeroplane.
Go on, get yourself a bit, Daz.
Pinch a bit of mash.
Bit of mash, get a bit of sausage as well, mate.
Get a bit of mash. Cheers, dude.
Oh.
Idaho and mash is second to none.
Yes, it is.
Pinch a bit out the pot.
So good. And I've got a Kirkstall Tangerine Porter, 5.5% IPA on the go. Nice and tangy. Perfect. Oh, what a proper plateful this is, Daz.
You think you'll demolish it, knee bother?
Yep. No bother at all. Lovely. So what I'm going to do now is finish this off. And Daz has got his little twig burning stove with him, so we're going to light that. Get our hands warm because the temperature has dropped. So we're going to warm our hands up. And just basically that's what we're going to do. So I will definitely bring you back before bedtime. Well guys, that's me back in me hammock. What a cracking night myself and Daz have had. We've sat around this little twig burning stove from the bushcraft store. It gave off lovely heat and light, and we've just put the world to rights. Absolutely fantastic evening. What a little cracker of a spot we found. But yeah, it's time to go to sleep. So I'm tucked up in my sleeping bag, inside the cocoon, toasty and warm, and it's time to get my head down. So enjoy the photos. There's no drone footage tonight, unfortunately, but enjoy the photos and anything else that I decide to put in, whatever that is, and we shall see you in the morning. Well, good morning everyone. As you can hear, the rain is on. That started about 1 o'clock in the morning when I woke up. I was about awake for an hour and 15 maybe, till just the back of 2, and then I drifted off. It's now 5 o'clock in the morning, wide awake. Myself and Daz went to bed pretty early last night, I would say, sometime between 7:30 and 8 o'clock maybe. So a good sleep all in all, really. Nice and toasty warm in the cocoon. I've kind of just got the Leviathan half zipped up just to keep my bottom half a little bit warmer, but I didn't have to zip everything right up. It was toasty warm. So myself and Daz, we are just gonna sit and chill here, just have a little hang for 15, get our thoughts together. And like I say, I've got to be home early, heading off on a little bit of a family holiday. Yeah, we're just gonna start getting torn down after that. So as always, I'll bring you back before we head home. Unfortunately, nothing overly exciting going to be happening this morning as it's still pitch dark. So yeah, I'll see you before we go. Well, there's nothing exciting happening this morning. Like I say, myself and Daz are up and it's still dark. We are just about torn down now, just the tarps up. As you can see there, my rucksack with its giant jelly bean on, ready to go, and my rubbish bag. Daz has got his rubbish bag as well, so as always, we have left no trace. Yeah, it's that time for us to get ourselves away home. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as me and Daz have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad.